Hello everybody, I'm Somethin and welcome back to another episode of Metroid or the M. In the last episode, we were continuing our search through Sector 2, looking for more survivors. And although we did manage to find quite a few pickups and a couple of new abilities, our search has been pretty fruitless in the survivor department. We have found a grand total of 0 survivors so far. However, Adam hasn't told us to do anything else, so for now we're just going to carry on looking, see what we can find. So, in this room we've got these weird spinning columns. I don't really like this. I mean, it's only just like one room, it's not a big negative, but I just find this whole spinning column thing is kind of annoying. You want to be climbing up the columns and shooting on that switch with a charge shot, and that makes that platform platformable. But yeah, these spinning columns, they're kind of annoying. Like, you just okay, if you're trying to wall jump up them, they can often mess up your jump and end up shooting you off at a funny angle because they're spinning. Now the easiest way to remedy that is to kind of just wait a bit, but then you're waiting, it's just kind of annoying. You're just kind of hanging on these spinning columns, just waiting around for several seconds and nothing's happening, and it's kind of annoying. So unfortunately, I think they only use the whole spinning column thing a couple of times in the game, so it's not like a big deal, but it's just, I don't know, it's just a bit irritating to me. Maybe I'm just grown impatient, but whatever. Anyway, if we jump towards the screen there off the second column and get this missile tank, that's nice. And then to progress on, we'll just need to grab back onto the... what's happening? What's going on? That was very strange. We'll just kill you because we can. That was very weird. I don't know what was going on there. Anyway, we hop back onto this spinning column. We jump to the left here, and now we can actually progress through the world. Okay, now in this corridor, I think we've got a bunch of gamers here, so we're just going to kill these because we don't want them to disrupt us in what we're about to do. Oh, hello. There was more than I thought. Ow! Stop bouncing off me. God damn it. Okay. So, we've got like a kind of long corridor ahead of us, which we can use our new speed booster power in, but we need to get rid of these blocks of ice because they're in the way. So we're just going to shoot them from a distance with our missiles, and now we've got plenty of space to get a long run up. And once we get through this door, you'll see why we need it. You jump over this massive gap here, like, wait, stop, not just yet, because if we jump down here, there's a few grates on the floor, and I think it's this one. If we blow this one up, kaboom. We can hop on down and grab this energy part too. So we're on our way to another energy tank. I think that's the first of actually 4 pieces, so we're not that close. But anyway, now we can hop back up here, wall jump up that side there, and now we need to do the run up again. And this time we will be going over. There's not going to be... Hello, where did you come from? Just kill you guys so you don't bother us. Ow. Okay. And this time we will be jumping over the gap. Going to be no fake outs this time. Have I left myself enough speed? I have. Okay. And as we get over, oh no, we're attacked by one of these guys again, and we have to kill these guys before the door will open. And it can be a bit tricky here because there's not a lot of space in this area. There's just this spot, and they tend to hop around a lot. Oh, I got a lucky overblasting there. I didn't even mean to do that. Yeah, okay, so let's get a missile shot in. Good. Okay, he should be nearly dead now. Can I get another overblast in? Nope, doesn't seem to want me to do it a second time. How did that miss? That was weird. Kaboom. Wait, what? How's he not stunned after that? This is very strange. Can you die, please? Okay. Unfortunately, once you get rid of the first one, the second one just appears out of absolutely nowhere. So now I've got to take out this second one too. If you're very lucky, it's quite difficult. I'm going to try and do it. But you get a charge shot in. There you go. And you can knock him down. And because you're in such a small space, it's quite easy to just run up and get an early lethal strike in. But anyway, once you've killed them, that opens the door. We can continue. We're just going to run straight past these guys because there's not really any need to destroy them. And this is the save point already. That was quick. Alright, whatever, let's save. Okay, the game has been saved, our map has been updated. Let's continue on into the experiment floor. Quite what makes this an experiment floor, I have no idea, because to me it just looks like a big snowy wasteland, but whatever. Anyway, we have a Groganch here, you may have spotted him. We do need to defeat him before we can continue on out of this room, so let's do that. We've already fought like a few of these at this point, so should kind of know how to defeat them. It's not really any trouble. I feel like... Oh, god damn it. God, no, stop getting your legs in the way. I feel like these guys probably have a bit too much health at this point. Ow. Just headbutted me, that was rude. Like I say, we've already fought like a few of them. We know kind of what the deal is with them. I feel like they just take too long for an enemy that we've already seen several times already. Anyway, okay, he's flipped over. So, when he's flipped over... best thing to do is hop up these platforms here, and then you can get a good shot at his sort of upper side. Please don't flip back. Okay, good. And hopefully we'll just be able to get lots of shots on him from up here. Good. Oh, hello, we got a nice charge shot on him, that was good. See if I can do that again. Boom. No, okay, I missed, never mind. So yeah, if he stays that way up, this is probably the best place. You can just keep shooting at him from a distance, getting charge shots and or missiles on him at him. And provided he's not too close to the ledge, it's just very easy to shoot down his shots as they come at you as well. So it's actually quite an easy fight if he gets in this position. Now he's flipped over. That's annoying. Okay, it's a little harder to get his weak spot when he's this way up. There we go. He's dead. Boom. It nearly landed on me there. As he crashes to the ground, that makes a bit of a tremor, and this weird snow formation at this end of the room collapses. Quite how the snow is in that position, I don't know, but whatever. It collapses, and we can use that as a kind of makeshift step to get up to the ledge above. So let's do that. Hop, hop. Okay, here we go.
Maurice.
Okay, so it's another one of these forced first-person perspective sections. You may have gathered at this point I'm not really a fan of these. This one I feel like is even stupider for a different reason, because based on the little cutscene that we've just seen, it's so obvious where we're supposed to look. I almost feel like, why even bother putting this in? But whatever. It's also kind of stupid because you can still look the full 360 degrees, despite there being nothing really else to look at. But yeah, it's quite obvious we're supposed to look up at this window, so let's do that. Oh, so Adam was right. There are survivors. Unfortunately, Maurice is not one of them. He's just chilling out there. We'll just have to leave him to it. So, as we come up here, there's a big old lump of snow and some rocks here. It looks quite normal, but if you shoot it with a missile, there's an Accel charge underneath it, which is nice. Killing the Grogrant should make that appear on the map, though. So I guess if you're paying attention, it's quite. You shouldn't miss it really. Anyway, we're going to chase after that survivor and see where she's got to. So let's head on to this room, down this corridor. Building up some speed. Nope, it's been interrupted. I feel like that's the thing that they've done quite a few times in this game. Or, well, you won't have seen it too much yet, but there's quite a lot of long corridors, and as you're running through them, you'll start building up speed, and you'll just be about to activate your speed booster, and then there'll be a pile of snow that you have to climb over that interrupts it, or a tree branch, or a hole in the floor, or something. I mean, I understand why they did that. It's to stop you abusing the speed booster, but it's a little bit irritating to see your speed booster almost activate and then not. But anyway, this is the materials warehouse, I think it said, where we're looking for a survivor. Just a thing to note is that on top of some of these big storage boxes, there are some smaller ones that you can lock onto, and you're supposed to shoot them with a missile. Fortunately, we can't really get to them from this angle because there's a big old window in the way, but it's just worth remembering that they're there. For now, let's continue down these stairs and see if we can find this mystery survivor lady. There she is! Let's chase after her. Or, let's walk really slowly. You know, whatever.
Don't come near me! I know why you're here!
I feel like this bit's a little bit weird. Like, if you're chasing somebody, maybe you should actually, chase them. Run! Don't walk slowly. Run, damn it, Samus! Move! Faster! Come on.
No, you don't understand. I'm here to rescue you.
You're lying! I know the Galactic Federation wants to silence everyone who knows about our work here.
I would walk 500 miles an hour. I'm just going to shit all over this atmosphere.
How can I trust you when your troops are willing to kill each other? Stay away from me.
Listen to me. We're here to rescue you. Hurry, this way!
Oh shit! Ow, Jesus. That's not a good start of the fight. This is the Ferro Crusher. This is actually quite I actually quite like this. It's quite a cool fight. It's a bit different. Fighting a big old machine controlled by somebody mysterious. Anyway, so yeah, you probably guessed. The best thing to do is shoot it with... the best thing to do is shoot it, yeah. What we need to do is shoot it with eye shots, and eventually... you can kind of see its arms, for want of a better word, are starting to ice up a little bit. If you hit it enough times... I feel like I've shot it plenty of times, it's not doing anything. Okay, eventually they will kind of freeze up and jam up a little bit. And what you need to do... I'm looking onto the wrong one, this is all going wrong. You need to do... Oh, for God's sake, please! Game, you're not cooperating, you're making me look like a fool. I'm going to get trapped. Okay, what you need to do is blast them with a missile, and that shoots them off completely. So it's slightly less well-armed. I'm a bit confused as to what the purpose of this machine actually is, because this seems like a warehouse, so maybe you'd want like a big forklift type thing. But why is this thing armed with lasers? What's the purpose of a big, like, fiery laser weapon in a warehouse? I don't understand. Like, I've worked in a warehouse before. We didn't use lasers. Anyway, we're gonna just if it rams at you, just keep sense moving out of the way. That's the best thing to do. That's the other arm shot off, and now the tactic is slightly different. It's going to activate these big old saw blades on the what the hell? Wow, it started attacking me when I was like right on top of it, and I just sense moved into the blades. That's clever. All right, so yeah. Going to try and attack us with the blades. Generally, its tactic now is just keep ramming at us, so you just want to be sense moving out of the way. I think it still can use its laser every so often, but yeah, just charge the eye shots are your best bet. I keep letting it ram into me. I'm actually doing quite a poor job with this boss fight. Oh, it's coming again. Sense move, please. It does a lot of damage with one hit as well, and oh my god, I keep sense moving into it. This is going really badly. Am I actually going to fail this? Oh Jesus, I haven't got a lot of health left at all. Okay. So once you freeze it, shoot its wheels enough, it freezes it in place, and that opens up the kind of engine up here. You can shoot that. You usually get a couple of missile shots on it, and then it kind of releases itself, and then the whole system starts again. So just keep nailing it with charges, eye shots. What's it doing? Is it just giving me... Okay, there we go. It was just like stopped, not doing anything. That was very strange. It's just giving me an easy ride. I am in trouble. I am in a lot of trouble. Okay, thank God. I should be able to finish it off here then. Whew. That's probably the closest this fight's ever gone, to be honest. I need to concentrate. Okay, I should be able to get the last shot off here. And it's gone. Whew, that was close.
The woman believed that the Galactic Federation was sent to the bottle ship to keep those in the know from leaking information about the project. And no wonder. She'd been attacked by someone wearing a Galactic Federation power suit, and she implied that Maurice was killed by another soldier. Considering the mortal danger we'd survived together, I had to agree with her. There was a traitor among us.
Samus. The wavelength of that monster's cry is driving the other creatures into a frenzy. They've grown markedly more aggressive. It appears to be hiding in Sector 3 now. Take the elevator ahead of you to the main sector. From there, head to Sector 3. If you run into that thing, hit it with your plasma beam. You've got to take it down.
Alright, so I feel like there's a few things to talk about there. Firstly, I'd never really noticed before, but when you've got very low health, I noticed just towards the end of that fight that Samus's visor goes all red. Never really seen a close-up before when you're in that sort of danger state. I just thought that was a nice touch. Although when the actual proper cutscene started, her visor returned to green, and it seems to have given me a small health refill in between that, which is nice. Anyway, it's also kind of weird, after that entire fight, somebody clearly attacks us with a massive machine. Adam, as far as I'm aware, is still supposed to be able to see all this, and yet he makes no comment about it at all. And we've also found a survivor who then apparently vanishes, and he abandons his whole, like, oh, let's look for survivors plan, and just tells us to go back looking for that mystery creature, which we were doing earlier, but then he told us to abandon that. It's just very confusing. It's a lot of backwards and forwards out of him. I wish he'd make up his mind. For now, though, I guess we should probably do what he says. So let's go down this elevator and look for this mystery creature.
With those creatures, crafted into killers, running free, the bottle ship had been turned into a nightmare replica of Zebus. And then here came Adam and the others. At this rate, the plan the Federation wanted to keep so secret would be revealed. So they sent in an assassin. Someone to wipe out any survivors, as well as anyone who learned about the secret project. KG, James, Anthony, and Adam. Could one of them really be a traitor? Until I found out who it was, I decided to call the traitor the Deleter. On top of everything, I started to think about that woman. Was she the one who sent the distress signal? And could she be the person in charge here, Madeline Bergman? Either way, I knew I had to protect her. She would be targeted again. And she wasn't the only one in danger. I, too, would be considered a threat here.